Hey, it's Joe, and this is my next project.
Here we are, Zen Coupe Part 4. We're going to need a front and rear axle, need some donor parts from this donor vehicle. And it is a 2002 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo two-wheel drive. And what we're going to get out of this is going to be, we're going to get the front axle, the rear axle, the brake booster, the master cylinder, and the cool thing is if you get it all out of the same vehicle, it's matched. The master cylinder and everything is the correct size to fit the front brakes and the rear brakes. This is four-wheel disc brake vehicle, so we got that going for us. We're also going to get out of this, which it doesn't show in this video, but we did get it, is the brake pedal assembly and the gas pedal assembly, and maybe the steering column. So we got the axles out, and we're taking the door frames off. I think we can craft those into a grill. I've done this before, and I don't know if these are going to fit this vehicle, but I'm going to give it a shot. And they just come right off. And I don't measure them, just cut them long, and we'll trim them to fit later. Here comes the brake booster, master cylinder. It really came out of this car pretty easy, and so did the brake pedal assembly underneath. I was really surprised. Some of them are integrated in all that junk under the dash so hard, they're hard to get out. Here's what the front axle looks like. Giant coil spring mounts. You can see the upper link, the panhard bar, the steering dampener. All that stuff's for a 3,000 or 4,000 pound vehicle, and ours is not going to be nearly that heavy, so we're going to trim all this down to its fighting weight. I am going to keep the lower brackets for the control arms, and I believe we can use those. Now, I kept the drive shaft. I don't know whether I'll use that or not. And this one has a V-link on top, which acts as an upper control link and a panhard bar, or a locating link. The lower links, I like those. I'm going to leave those two. Hopefully we can reuse those. Maybe some of the brake lines, but we will get rid of these coil spring mounts. And we'll roll all that outside and dispatch those and all these other brackets. See, that's pretty cool. That's like a ball joint on top of that rear end. If that thing will fit in there, this is going to be great. And all these parts are readily available. If you go to work on your car, you know what it all came out of, and it all came out of the same vehicle. It just makes life easier. Going to break out the trusty torch, and we're going to torch this stuff off right quick. And naturally, this took a lot longer than what I'm going to show in the video. But who wants to sit through all that? We got a little bit of cutting and a little bit of grinding. Now's the time. Clean it all up, get familiar with it, make it all slick, and you'll see how, especially this front axle, how underneath that Cobby four-wheel, well, not four-wheel drive, but two-wheel drive Jeep looking thing, there's a pretty slick little axle under there. I like these big knuckles. It looked like a Indy car out of the 20s. Just amazing. And that steering arm right there on the left, we're going to get rid of that. It won't be sticking out there when we're done. We're also going to get rid of this tie rod in the front, but I left it on there where we can roll it around. And we'll do something a little different for the steering. We're going to run rack and pinion. So that's about it for cleaning up all the Jeep stuff. Thanks for tuning in.
I hope you enjoyed watching as much as we enjoyed making it. If you did, tell your friends and subscribe. It's important.